let the band deal with this.
Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by one. Adebayo flipping it up and in. Tyler Herro from way downtown. Fantastic play for the first-time All-Star. Herro for three. Yes!
This guy.
That's a tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
Led the league in blocks last year, fourth this year, and there's nobody blocking that.
Rebound, Adebayo, right over Smart, puts it up and in.
Because right now, the Miami Heat are making sure that their presence is felt.
Yeah!
Hey, that's why I like that intro. That intro so
It's getting me hyped backstage. I'm loving this.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Gotta go run 5-on-5 full court.
That bit is a banger. Yeah. Welcome to the Clutch Corner on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. I'm your host, Roy Lay Shepherd, and I am joined by a bigger crew than I expected. Michael Christian, as late as your ass be.
He's right though. He's right though.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my fault this time.
He's trying to say black people always late. That's what he's getting at.
What?
How did he say that? How did he say that?
That's crazy.
Y'all know where I'm at with the boy Michael Christian in terms of how I feel about his lifestyle. Okay, but I am joined today, as always, by some of the best members of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. The first lady of 5 Reasons Sports, Allana and 2 members of the Kane Gang, my boy Kendal and my man Threat, and an unexpected guest who jumped in here right before we started because he did not tell us he was joining here. My boy is
even in the tweet. You don't get any cred for this episode.
I don't care. I'm fine with it. That's not what I'm here for.
Or you're just here for the smoke.
Right, he was just here to confuse me and make my life miserable.
If you would have started on time, I wouldn't have been here. But I was like, you know what? They're late. They might need me. I'm gonna help it out.
Now Royal has to deal with you all night.
Yes, I have to deal with all of you all night, which is, whatever. So let's get into some of the things that happened since our last show, particularly the game that happened last night. None of you guys were on the post-game show, so I kind of want to get your thoughts on that game. Tell me some of the things that you liked. Tell me some of the things that you didn't like from what you saw, even though I know that's a little bit harder. But, Allana, we'll start with you. Tell me what your thoughts were on the game last night, some of the pros and cons.
Yeah, I think we finally saw Kyle starting to get a shot. I wasn't really worried about it, but it was nice to see sooner rather than later. And also just he continued to prove the fact that, he is a difference maker. Obviously, there's other stuff that's clicking with this team, but Kyle was a huge reason that we've been successful so far. I didn't love Duncan fouling out. I know Michael and I talked about this on Feel the Heat. It didn't matter for this game, but it's going to start mattering if he doesn't necessarily, pull his weight offensively and then fouls out on top of it. But that's just really nitpicking at this point.
No, for sure. I think Duncan Robinson is kind of going to be everybody's same. He's going to be everybody's target in terms of the disappointment so far early in the season. JP, if you guys watched the 5 Reasons Sports post-game show last night, you will know that the boy now has to buy a Tyler Herro matchup jersey. And I have to wear it. I have to wear it every episode of the post-game show. As you guys can look forward to it. As I should. I just got a text from Adam Barai, which is going to throw me off a little bit, but we'll get to his question in a second. Tell me your thoughts on last night's game, bro.
I thought we all looked good. It was a great game to watch. There was a point where I was like, damn, the Mavs came out pretty hot, and I was like, but our team didn't look bothered at all. So I think that was different to watch. Last year, I think we all panicked the whole time we lost the lead at any point, or even when you had the lead. But this year, especially last night's game, I was like, man, we're solid, we're set. I did not get worried at all. I think that's the Lowry effect right there. And if there was something I didn't like, it was Charles Barkley talking shit, like saying that Tyler Herro wasn't that great. Guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's higher on my list than Duncan's. Poor shooting nights.
Yeah, that's a point that Ethan's been making for quite some time in terms of how this team just seems not to be able to be rattled as easily in different circumstances. So thank you to our guy Abel Shaw for the 199. Don't know. He said Duncan will be back to 40%. No worry, not worried at all. Neither am I. Not in the long run.
Right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in the long run, it's impossible to be worried about Duncan, considering everything that he's shown us. He started the season last year kind of like this, and then was able to round into form. So I'm expecting him to get back. I think what it is that everybody just wants to see what this team looks like when it's clicking on all cylinders. And Duncan is the easy, he's the long-hanging fruit. Like, he was the one that has not been holding up his end of the bargain. And after you see Kyle come around, you want to see Duncan come around to really see us blowing teams out the water. Kendal, give me your thoughts on last night's game, even though you came in there with the pots and pans to let everybody know what you was really thinking.
No, obviously we're going to the finals. But in terms of last night's game, I really like the fact that, all right, so here I come being a homer and I get eye rolls. I don't know.
No, it's just, listen, I have to deal with this from Michael already last night, and now I call your Michael 2.0 over here. Like,
no, I am Kendal A1A, 1 of 1. But back to my take. Last night's game, I really like the fact that, as a team, like, our defense was not clicking early. That's what we hang our hat on. And it was nice to see that, okay, our defense isn't clicking. Dallas took a big lead, and that our offense can carry us. It's nice to see that, throughout flows of the game, that we can rely on our offense, especially this early in the season. There's definitely a flow going. And something in particular that I want to point out, a player, Bam, his second half. His second half, he went for 16 and 10. So, and there was a couple times where he went to the block, he passed it out to Lowry, but instead of, looking like he was fading, he actually asked for the ball back. So that was good to see. Bam, he looked like he was pissed in the first half because he got a couple of foul calls and he didn't get a couple calls, but it seemed like it made him upset and want to play harder and like prove a point, like, no, I'm better than all these people on the court and these bums that's trying to guard me. So that's what my takeaways from the game are. I'm not going to get into the cons because everybody is on the same path when it comes to that. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, so I left this comment up here for a particular reason. It worked last night. We'll see if it'll work again. I am not lowering the standard for you guys. If you want me to get a Tyler Herro poster, I need 300 live likes on this video before we end it. So if somebody
can I make a request though? Can it be the poster of him with like that whole cheetah print? Like, we get to pick it, right?
oh, absolutely. We'll take a vote.
Like, we get to pick it, right?
Fashionista Tyler?
Yeah, Fashionista Tyler. That would be sick.
Runway Tyler.
Oh man. So
You'll look so cute next to him, Royal, with your jersey.
Can you imagine eating cereal in the morning with that?
Now imagine the flag behind him turns into a Tyler Herro fat head.
Okay, so oh my God. Okay, so check me out. This is what we'll do. If we get 300 live likes on this video, then yes, I will do the Tyler Herro poster thing. Y'all get to choose the poster for me. We'll put a poll out on the Clutch Corner account so that you guys can be a part of it. We'll have the whole crowd get involved in it. If we get 300 live likes, that's before we end this stream, then we'll do that. If not, then I'm doing nothing of the sort. So y'all can cancel that.
Y'all know what to do. Get to it.
Yeah, y'all better get Gadiel Cartagena in here to get him to clip me saying that and then repost it so that thousands of people can like that. Y'all gonna have me a whole Tyler Herro. I like the Tyler Herro.
Your whole house is gonna be Tyler Herro. I can't wait.
It's gonna be snarls all over this bitch.
Later on, it's gonna be like, you got to get the same tats as Tyler.
Yeah. The butterfly on the leg.
That would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see? You thought I want Tyler with the mesh see-through shirt smacked on the wall.
I don't know why everyone had an issue with that shirt. I like it.
Of course you did.
It
was absolutely garbage. But yeah, look at everybody liked the video now. It started just like it was last time. I wanted to get into something else before we move on, continue talking about the Heat, and that is, what in the F word is the Raptors Twitter problem? Like, I don't know if y'all been seeing the smoke on Twitter recently where they're talking about how Kyle Lowry came in here and changed the Miami Heat culture. I saw something about Kyle Lowry being the best player on the team. Like, he's responsible for
miserable.
Y'all know how that blue app get. So I kind of want to see like where y'all at? Like, how does that make y'all feel as Heat fans to hear that the poverty franchise known as Raptors Twitter is coming after us?
I mean, come on, B. We being serious right now? I mean, the culture was already here before Kyle got here, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit was already implemented, man. We was built like this, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been hearing about the coach. You ain't even got to be from here, and you already know what he culture is.
Yeah, Pat Riley set a culture that Threat is even impressed with.
we not gonna get into that. But honestly, Kyle has been a good fit for this team. Him saying he's the best player on this team, that's a crazy take. It's almost as if he's not all the way there yet. He's averaging 10 points and 7 assists. So for him to make the claim that he's the best player on this team is crazy to me. If anything, he might be, third or fourth. You know what I'm saying? Really four if we being for real.
But he might be the most important player on this team. Might not be the best, but he might be the most.
I mean, you can't even make that claim because you got Bam, who's defensive player of the year, who's putting up 20 and 13. You got Jimmy, who's also a two-way.
We won a game without Bam, and we didn't win a game with Lowry. Like so far, that's what it looks like.
That I think that speaks more on the depth behind him more than it does to Lowry and Bam. Honestly, I don't think he's even the most important player on this team. He's a great. I don't want to bash Kyle Lowry because that's what it's gonna make it sound like. But I don't think he's the best player on the team, and I don't think he's the most important player on the team.
Yeah, that boy Simba was trying to set you up for that. I just want to let you know.
That's crazy.
You dodged that beautifully though, Threat. The post-game show did get 900 likes. No, I'm not making a rap video because it didn't hit that number before the end of the stream. Allana, let's start to you because my man Michael Christian is asking me what you want to do to Nick Nurse. What is that
I
about?
may have said that I want to slap him across the face for not playing Goran, and I stick by that. I will fly out to Toronto, and that man will catch these hands. I don't know what to say.
I mean, why are you worried about the little Slovenian on the court, man? That boy
first off, don't call the dragon little, okay? There's nothing little about this man.
Look, that boy across the border. We ain't worried about Goran.
I'm worried about him. You're not a true Heat fan. He's a Heat lifer. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
he's not a Heat lifer.
He wouldn't be in Toronto.
He's coming back though. Don't worry.
He about to be a Wandong Tiger lifer.
No.
That's what he's about to do. Send his ass
Let
there.
me clutch those.
No.
Send his ass
Nah,
there.
I'm gonna clutch those. Let's wait till he plays some meaningful basketball. But I'm gonna clutch those.
You mean his whole career?
No,
That
I mean he talk about this season where he's getting coaching decision.
This season.
Yeah,
And the
so
team
he's
is
gonna
actually
come
winning.
back to Miami and
a lot has to happen in order for him. A lot has to happen in order for that to happen. We saw this conversation happening, and there is indeed a way that Goran Dragic can come back to Miami this season, which is he has to be traded to another team from the Raptors, and that team has to release him because after that trade, then the calendar resets, and then we can get him on the buyout. But for now, I think there are better options out there. Goran Dragic symbolically may mean a lot to come back.
You said the same thing about Herro.
Huh?
Simba really came in tonight. I love this. Thank God Bro was late.
I knew exactly what Simba was finna do as soon as I seen that motherfucker pop up in this thing. Like, I knew he was just finna get in here and get on my nerves. Bro, I'm ignoring him right now. Okay, we will get to Simba eventually. Thank you, Abel Shaw, for the $1.99 donut. He said Tyler No Cape Hero nickname last night's stream. I don't like that one. Come up with another one, give us some more money, and then we'll read that one. Roy said that he would not debate Allana about Tyler no more once he got to 600 likes. I did not say that. The comment said
I was about to say, did you make that promise?
I would never make that promise because I know it is physically impossible for me to do so. Yeah. Did everybody talk about? No, we've talked enough about the goddamn Raptors. I hate them. Let's get to what the meat and potatoes of what the show is supposed to be about, which is the question that's in the name. And that's whether or not this Miami Heat team is legitimately the best team in the league. Yes or no question. If it's yes, explain to me why. If it's not, explain to me why. We're going to start with Kendal. Kendal, is the Miami Heat the best team in the NBA right now?
Yes, you are what your record says you are. I mean, everybody play the same teams. Maybe it's not the same amount, but we have pretty much at full strength. We have handled everybody and rather convincingly. I don't think that that's something that I want to see every game. I would love to see us in close games. At full strength, obviously our closest game, we went to overtime and we didn't have our point guard Kyle Lowry to quarterback our offense. But we are the best team in the league. I mean, we play on both ends. I mean, we look like a different team. There's growth on this team. we're not the deepest team, but right now, night in and night out, and that's what we hang our hat on. That's something that we've all been like adamant about, that the tough, hard nose, gonna play hard every day. When you see us on the schedule, the team is like, oh shit, like, because they already know that we're gonna work their ass. So, 96 Bulls, get them out of here. This Heat team is better than them because it's the Heat. Michael Jordan was not sick. That man was hungover. There was no flu game. But yeah, we the best team in the NBA. Look at the smile on Allana's face right now. Oh well, never mind. That's short. But yeah, we the best team in the league.
I don't stay happy for too long. Come on now.
Right, somebody gonna say something on here to piss you off in about a couple of seconds. As a matter of fact, let's throw it to the person who probably might do it. Threat. Are the Heat the best team in the league right now?
I feel like this show about to be a Heat love fest, so I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna take this straight for the cast, and I'm gonna say the Heat are not the best team in the NBA right now, because they have to knock off the defending champions in a playoff series for that claim to be made, and we have to knock them off at full strength as well. I just got to keep it a bean. We got to beat them. They smoked our ass last year, and we got to come back and we got to show. Like, come on, we went through the Big Three era, and a lot of teams had a better record than us in the regular season, and we got our ass whooped in the regular season. And we told them, when it's playoff time, come catch this smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the same energy has to be put into this year as well. Kenny, you want to say something more?
Yeah, I just want to rebut that because we did smoke their ass 2 years ago. So it's a rivalry at this point, and it's 1-1.
Yeah,
they are the defending champs, but I just think it's a rivalry at this point. It's 1-1, and we will see who's the best.
It's definitely a rivalry, but at the end of the day, they got that ring, and we fell short of that. We fell 2 games short of that. So I mean, until we beat the Bucks, I feel like in the playoff series, and that's what I want. That's what I want to catch. I feel like every Heat fan should have a chip on their shoulder, and I feel like we shouldn't be sitting on this throne right now until we knock off the dudes who's on the throne. So. I'm gonna say we're the second best team in the NBA for right now. That's just me saying.
And you're saying we're the second best team behind the Milwaukee Bucks?
Milwaukee, yeah.
The 4-4 Milwaukee Bucks.
I mean, Drew Holiday playing?
The currently not in the playoffs Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh man, it's so early because
then what are you talking about? I've been asking a question, bro.
It's a lot of fraudulent stuff going on.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It might have been a fraudulent championship. Alana said it all year. That season last year was more fluky than the bubble season.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, it's not. That was an asterisk here. I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but that was like the bubble was realer than what last year was.
I disagree. Just sitting in an empty gym, like loving the backdrop, like nah. Virtual fans.
What does that have to do? I mean, that's not
playing in the. All right, let's think about it. Like, what if we would have had to go to Indiana, a young team, never been to the playoffs before? Duncan, Tyler, Bam, Kendrick Nunn. This would have been all of their first playoff series. Like going into Indiana, a place where we struggle. I think it's fair to say like that would have been more realer than us playing them already, and they was down bad and hurt. They didn't have Victor. They didn't have TJ Warren, I don't think, for 2 games. They didn't have Sabonis. So I think you could easily sit there and say, okay, that environment was structured and it fits who we are as a team.
Yeah, but there was no off season for teams like the Heat or the Lakers, all the COVID protocols going on. Like that was not real life.
2 weeks. 2-3 weeks.
So listen, there are valid points on both sides of this argument, but we had it ad nauseum last year, and I would rather not start this year off with it. Let's get back on topic at hand, which is whether or not the out of the playoff Milwaukee Bucks are better than the current number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference Miami Heat, which I think is absolutely absurd for you to say. I don't care about what happened last year. I'm talking about right now. This year, this is a completely different team than what we're talking about from last year. And as of right now, I'll save my answer for later. Simba, are the Miami Heat the best team in the league right now?
Right now, we are the best team in the league right now, according to ESPN, Bleacher Report, and all these other power rankings.
What y'all want me to do? Teleport that bitch here? It don't come out until the 14th, bro. And even then, it's going to be shipping involved with it. It's going to take a while for me to get there. I'm going to get it, bro. I'll post a receipt when I do.
I'll pay for the fast shipping so you can get it right away. All right, I don't want to hear no excuses with that.
Y'all seen in that text message, Roy don't play about his money, so you said you're going to pay me. I'm going to be looking for that Zelle transaction real soon.
I'll pay. I mean, it's $10. I mean, if you pick something stupid like $500 shipping, I'm going to be like, what the F are you ordering? Royal's gonna put like a couch and all this other shit that he's been waiting for.
A Tyler Herro couch.
He didn't want to pay for the shipping, but he's like, "Oh, somebody's gonna do it."
Oh, the boy said, "I got video recording. That's legally binding." I don't know. Like, but go ahead.
Yeah, I honestly, right now, are we the best team in the league? I think we are. But I think Saturday is going to be the real test. Like, I think that's probably going to be the real test if we're the best team. I don't think the Bucks was a real test. I don't really think the Mavs. I mean, it was kind of a test, but but I think this game this week, Saturday, is going to be the real test of whether or not we are the best team in the league.
Who we playing Saturday?
Against
Utah.
the Jazz?
I mean, the
Jazz,
damn Jazz.
The Jazz are kind of like us in the regular season of the bubble year. I mean, last year they had a great regular season, but they fizzled out. They are one bad team.
Right now they're 6-1 as well, though. Like they
6-1.
Yeah, but I
just in that Jazz team.
Yeah, that's my thing. I wouldn't use them as a standard from.
Sure, but that's a team that's been together for a couple of years. They've been to the playoffs together. They might just be looking to take that next step. And we're saying we're more confident in the Heat team that was gelling early with a damn near completely brand new roster. So you have more faith in that team than we have in the Jazz team. I think it's a valid point to put the Jazz in the conversation, but I can also understand why, history would kind of lend you to say, okay, look, I know what I'm going to see from them in the regular season, but maybe that's going to change in the season. So we got 2 donos. Thank you, Abel Shaw, again. Bro, listen.
Michael set neither Royal nor I straight, so I don't know who you think Michael
this man must have never watched. He must have never watched Feel the Heat and never watched The Extra Yard. Michael,
or log into Twitter.
Like Michael will pull his hair out trying to deal with me and Allana at the same time. It's outrageous.
Yeah, that's no brainer.
But Abel Shaw, I told y'all about giving me all this money. Now, next thing you're going to know, my shirt going to be on the floor, bro, and you're going to be having to buy me breakfast in the morning. Thank you, Alex Zapata, for the $2 dono. He said, I got 2 on that Herro jersey. Look, bro, I need it all. Because I don't want to spend none of my money. Deadman versus Whiteside. Miss Lynette, this ain't the post-game show. You don't sponsor this one now.
Talking about the Jazz, Whiteside on the bench over there.
Yeah. Look at Michael Thompson. I truly hate both of you. Anyone else?
Oh, no, I already fired Michael on last night's episode, so I'm looking for a new co-host, really.
Who's in charge of that show?
Hi, really? Come on.
Jimmy is in charge of that show. So, Allana, time for you. Are the Miami Heat the best team in the NBA? Because I've seen several tweets from you that we're going to get into that have been very discouraging in terms of what your thoughts are on this season. Go ahead.
Right now, sure. Yeah. It is early, however. So I'm just gonna say that, like, I love what I'm seeing so far, but this needs to keep up for me to believe that we are finals bound. I'm realistic. I take it slow.
Realistic, not answering the question. I guess half a dozen one hand, 6 in the other. I get it. But
so that 5 weeks later, she could be like, "I told y'all."
Yeah, exactly.
I told y'all. No matter which way it goes, she's gonna be like, "I told y'all."
It could go either way.
Bro, listen, you just ignore it like I do at this point, and then keep asking her questions until you get a definitive answer.
What tweets of mine do you take issue with exactly?
Oh, yeah, the fact that you were talking about buying a Lakers hoodie.
Okay, but the white, though, it's clean.
The Heat got white hoodies.
Upgrading your personal.
I hope you're gonna wipe your ass with it.
The Heat got white hoodies.
See, okay, this is why I understand.
I'm with you on this one, Allana. Like, if you just trying to get your fit right.
How do you have any Heat culture in your body
and
are buying merchandise from another team? That makes zero sense.
I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I got a hard Bulls.
You feel me, bro?
What is wrong with you people?
It's all about being.
There's a difference between collectibles and merchandise that you wear.
All right, here he comes talking about collectibles. No, bro, it's about feeling good.
Yeah,
and what you like, bro. It's not about all that.
I would feel disgusting if I was wearing the Lakers hoodie.
So I would expect you to have one, my brother.
I would feel dirty on the inside, bro. Oh yeah,
you look clean on the outside though, because the one she talking about, that shit is fine.
Michael, I hate the fact that you're going to dictate where this conversation goes, but I'll take it. Boot them all from the studio, not yet. Let's talk about these Chicago Bulls because I want to talk about some of the other teams that may be in contention for this top spot. You guys all across the board agree that the Heat is the best team in the league. I agree as well, but
across
the Bulls, yeah. The Bulls. The Bulls are also 6-1.
Sure are.
Let's talk about the person who covers the Bulls. No, I didn't ask you. I know you in here with your Tony Kukoc shit too. That was another one. Tony Kukoc was a bum. I just want to put that out there.
Royal.
Bum.
Hey, I'm with you. Because it lined up with Goran Dragic being 1-2.
Hold up. I met him when I was like 6 years old.
That did not make him a good basketball player.
I didn't say that I loved the game. I met him personally, and then because I was a little kid, was like, "Oh my god, so enamored!" that I started watching the team. Nowhere did I say he was my favorite basketball player. I met the man, which sparked my love for the game. So, to clarify,
he's still sorry. The Chicago Bulls. What? I guess they do. Some of their fans, my brother's a Chicago Bulls fan, but some of them believe that they have stake to the best team in the league because they share a 6-1 record. Why, as somebody who covers the team, why is it that people would believe that the Chicago Bulls should be in the conversation with best teams in the league right now?
I mean, listen, they look really good right now, and there's still stuff that they're working through, which I think will get better. The thing is, I'm literally not. I just happen to cover them for work.
They're losing right now.
It's not blasphemy to call Tony Kukoc sorry.
But the defense is not anywhere near Heat level, and I also think the organization, even though they got rid of their very toxic front office members, is nowhere near what it needs to be. So there's no comparison. The Bulls are doing great. Fans have a right to be excited, but I mean, there's no comparison between the two teams.
Abel Shaw, thank you for the $1.99. Don't know. He said we all know Allana's takes are always biased. I didn't say it. I'm also not going to
literally not even true, but sure, keep giving us money.
Not true.
Bias? I just stick to it. I'm not fickle like the rest of y'all. That's all.
You give fickle answers. You don't even answer the question.
Answer your question. That's not fickle.
How's that not fickle? That is
because
exactly
I'm doing it to piss you off.
It works. I can tell you like that. It works like
the same as me. The same as us. Like.
Bro, listen, bro. It works like a charm.
Simba,
right. I just wanted to ask Allana specifically about the Bulls, but we got a couple of other teams.
No, I'll answer the Bulls. The Bulls suck.
No. I don't. I just say I'm gonna give you the pick of which team that you can talk about because you also have the Utah Jazz, which were previously mentioned. Golden State Warriors are 5-1. The Knicks are 5-2 for whatever that means. But yeah, any of those
they beat the Bulls.
Oh, okay. But yeah, any of those other teams, you can talk about them. Go ahead.
Honestly, I really haven't been watching too much. I watched 2 Utah Jazz games, and they have a top defense, so that kind of looks good. Allana, it's okay. Roy isn't even a real Heat fan. He's a Bucks fan. You're not a Bucks fan. Who said that?
I don't know where that came from, but thanks for the support.
He won't even wear like another team's thing. He's not wearing a Bucks stuff.
Bro, I hate every other team that's not the Miami Heat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're like Michael.
Sure.
But that's what Heat culture is. That's what it should be.
Don't do that.
Okay, why can't I appreciate other teams and other players? Like
you can appreciate it, but you can't give them money. You can't do that.
All right. You can't support
What
them
if
in
someone
any way,
buys
shape,
it
or
for me? Is that better?
That's different. I'll allow that.
Okay.
No,
I'll
give it back. You get the receipt so that you go get a refund.
No,
and then spend their money on Heat paraphernalia.
That's very fickly, actually.
Oh, they say I like the Packers. That's why I'm a Bucks fan. Allana also likes the Packers.
Yeah, although today we're not going to talk about what came out
today. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like we're not letting you finish.
I don't know why you did that.
Oh, my God. There's nothing wrong with being compared to Michael Royal. There is a lot wrong. Go ahead, Simba. I'm sorry.
I don't have anything left to say.
All right.
Simba said he saw 2 Utah Jazz.
You freaking jumped in like 3 times. I don't remember where I was at, man. Look at that.
I'm sorry, bro. My train of thought is all over.
That's
the place
fine.
right
No,
now.
go ahead. Go ahead. We can move on. Oh my God.
But no, Kendal.
I'll cry later.
Any other team that you believe has a legitimate claim to that first spot outside of the Miami Heat?
No. Just the Bucks. I get where Troy's coming from. Like I would, if just like the big 3 days, like you said, I would call myself the best team. Like I don't give a damn if you smack me on opening day or because our point guard is out who we traded the farm away for and we cashed in on with a championship. I wouldn't care what happened in the regular season.
I'll say you're a loser if you own any Sioux Falls.
Why would you wear Sioux Falls Skyforce stuff if you just gonna look like the Miami Heat? It's legit the same colors. That's pretty stupid. But
you're gonna look like KZ if you have some Sioux Falls gear on.
No, KZ is in a Publix uniform.
Yeah, he's not there yet. He's sitting down.
Oh, bro, KZ got 2 jobs, just like those boys back in the day when they had 3 jobs and they used to play Game 7 in the NBA Finals. They used to have to ask their boss. Hey, Bill Russell used to go in and go, hey, Bill, come in, Bill. You know, Dan, I have to go Game 5 tonight. Like, hey, take a night off, grab a carton of cigarettes over there, and you have yourself a doozy. Don't forget to lace up those Converse there, Bill. Hey, man, them boys had 3 jobs, multiple wives, and was very stressed. And no 3-point line. And used to dribble like this, bitch, like crazy. That's
like
crazy.
Stanley off the Office, bro.
Stanley off the Office, bitch. I dribble. Bop, bop, bop. No angle mixtape.
Okay, for a little bit of context, the boy Kendall has been on a tirade against the NBA's top 75 list. And I don't want to say that he absolutely detests older basketball, but he makes some.
Not detest, but don't come in.
I feel like that context does not help at all with what just happened.
I just feel
don't tell me about Dolph Shays. Don't tell me about Bill Walton being that boy better than Dwight Howard. Fam, no, it's not gonna fly with me. You didn't see the games. Don't talk about the stories you read, the little clips on YouTube you popped up from time to time when you fell into the sinkhole. And then of YouTube, YouTube can suck you the fuck in.
Where does
sinkhole?
That's YouTube. YouTube does.
Yeah, it's like a hole. Like once you go down that rabbit hole, you just start picking random videos. You see random shit, so they think these people are good. Like
you finally make it to Threats NBA videos.
My boy on 2K is cold now, but talking about some Jerry West. I will make Jerry West's ankles swell up from running 3 pick and rolls in a row. Jerry West will have a long day trying to guard me. So imagine what Chris Quinn would do to him. So then begin to try to fucking fathom what Kyrie Irving would do to Jerry West. Bro, stop it. We're not doing that.
Is he vaccinated?
Kyrie Irving doesn't play enough games.
Yeah, I don't.
Bro,
that's not
I don't. We ain't worried about. I'm just talking about if they played on the court, vaccinated or not.
He's unable to play on a court currently. So
well, obviously, if he was in his prime form, which is even half of me, that man's ankles will swell up. He would have cankles, and the blood flow would stop flowing to his feet.
Jerry West has never even seen. Hey, Jerry West has never even seen a double crossover. What he gonna do against a sham guy? He's gonna get his ass fried.
That man arms gonna be like this trying to go Kyrie. But I'm really trying to talk about the team that I believe is pretty good. But my sleeper team in the East even though they're not the best, I don't think they can stay claim to that. A team that I am watching that's kind of interesting is the Wizards. I really like the construction of the team. They stressed. They didn't have any defense. That was like their thing, and they got some defenders out there. I don't know if it's a fluke or not, but I just like the way they're playing, and I'm done. And Jerry West can get crossed over if he see me off the easy 25,000 game breaker points. Y'all do not want to see me.
They don't know nothing about that, Kendall. They ain't catch the NBA Street reference, bro. I got you though, bro. I heard you.
I know Threat. I know Threat called it, and you would catch it.
Yes.
Oh man, Threat. So tell me, bro, legitimately, what other team outside of, don't say Milwaukee, but what other team outside of Miami do you believe has a legitimate claim to that number 1 spot?
Honestly, man, in all honesty, I really think it comes down to the Heat and the Bucks. But since we're not going to talk about Milwaukee, I'm going to show some love to the guy who I think is the greatest player of all time, which is LeBron James. They won 3 games in a row now, man. They catching some fire right now. That Lakers team is
but
still
I'm a
good.
Lakers fan, right?
I'm not a Lakers fan.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the comments. Apparently, I'm a closet Lakers fan.
Though.
Oh, he said East specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're not going to talk because I heard. Okay.
You can talk about the West. You can talk about the West.
No,
shit.
I feel like
kind of take your spot. Right?
I feel like the West. I feel like the Lakers might come out the West, and we just got to show some love to Bron. If we're gonna win the chip, we probably got to go through Bron. So, I'm gonna show love to the Lakers, man. But honestly, I think the chip comes through the East, Milwaukee and the Heat. So,
You said Kendall gonna take my spot. Yo,
No, I'm saying he's trying to take your spot. I didn't say.
Look,
I was just
don't
trying
want
to
your
help my
spot.
brother.
Yeah,
I just was
to
trying to help guide my brother back to the conversation. That's all.
You know, a lot
Huh?
of black folks failed the FCAT back in the days. You know what I'm saying? We struggle
Man.
finding. You know what I'm saying? So
You don't know what FCAT is.
I might swerve a little bit from the original answer from time to time.
That boy
Listen,
have
bro.
unlimited timing.
Wait, this is math?
Yeah. Damn. What I'm reading for? Like, listen. So
I can write in an essay.
So I'm gonna go off the board.
spider.
I'm gonna pick a West team too that I don't believe is better than the Heat, like I said. But this is a team that's not. I don't believe is getting as much respect as they should, and that's Golden State. Like, yeah, that's a team that's essentially Steph or nothing. But with the way that man has been playing basketball for these past 2 seasons, bro, like I see a different level of hunger in him. Like he wants to prove that he legitimately is one of the better players in the league because he's not talked about. Like no more. Like all these different players have leaped him in the best player in the league conversation, and he's doing it without Clay right now. So I think that he's gonna, make a comeback this year. And when Clay come back, that team's gonna be somebody that people don't want to play in the playoffs. So that's a team that I think people should watch out for. Let me see. What did it say? We need a Jazz Heat finals, Whiteside revenge. If the Heat play the Jazz in the finals, Rudy Gobert will not be able to play. Well, I don't know. He does pretty well against Bam. What would y'all feel about that series? Like, because I Bam,
hate Rudy Gobert.
As do I.
His name is Rudy Yogurt, Rudy Gogurt, Rudy Slogurt. Because if you space that floor and catch his ass on the switch, bro, Kyle can even slow Kyle, like 30-some-year-old Kyle, can just blow right past him. That boy is food in the playoffs.
Bro. He gonna beat that boy ass to sleep out there, bro. He gonna turn him into Jerry West out there on the perimeter. Let's circle this conversation. Yeah, whoever that is. Let's circle this back around to the Miami Heat because I want to talk about Tyler Herro extensively for a little bit. As I said on the post-game show, that boy is taking my agenda and ripping it to fucking shreds right now with the way that he's been able to play. It's hard to find any holes in his game from a perspective of just like the maturity and growth that you've seen. So I have nothing but praises for him so far this season. Of course, I am still waiting on my one opportunity, but it don't look like he's giving me very many openings for it. So I want to talk about why Tyler Herro is better this year. And Allana, you've been dealing with me the longest with Tyler Herro, so you get to go first on this conversation. Why is Tyler Herro so much better this year than he's been in his first 2 seasons?
I mean, I think first and foremost, his mentality is different. Like a lot of what he was struggling with was mental. I think both him and Duncan, obviously near the trade deadline, were struggling a little bit. But then, the mental turns into the physical. His conditioning, during the offseason and in preseason, we all saw it. So I think, honestly, bubble Tyler, and I was saying this, is closer to the real Tyler than whatever happened last year. So I don't see him regressing again. I'm not saying he's going to have a great game every night, but I do think that he's going to be one of the top 4 guys night in and night out.
Tyler Herro will never be CJ McCollum. It's not happening. But I do see your point. Tyler Herro this season has proven that he can be a potential starter in this league if he's put in the right situation, if he's put in the proper role. I think last year we miscast him as a point guard in our starting rotation. And so this year, if there are things that would have to happen in order to move Tyler but we're going to save that for later episodes. But there are things that would have to happen to move Tyler into the starting lineup. But I do believe that we have a perfect complement of players that would allow Tyler to start.
I don't want to see him there.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Neither do I. I don't want to see him start. I like him. I like where he is right now. I like the role that he's playing. I like that he's been allowed to be just a hired gun off the bench. I like that. But you know what I mean? But he's proven that he could be a starter in this league. Simba, why is Tyler Herro so much better this year? Tyler,
I think the strength made a huge difference. I think it's undeniable now that last year I feel like he was going to the rim a bunch, but I don't think he was taking the contact well. Rose, Julian Payne giving Ty a couple.
Yeah, it's like literally on your face. You're wincing.
Yeah. Like damn, another Tyler segment.
Bro, I'm trying it's a hard walk back for me. You know what I mean? Like because I'm still
it's gonna be a long season for you.
I'm still skeptical though. Like just when people say that this team is in its first 8 games, they're talking about the team success. I'm like that when it comes to Tyler. We're still in our first 10 games of the season. There is still plenty of time for him to revert back to who he was. I want to give him credit. I want to take that next step, but my mind just won't let me just now. Give me 20 games and I'll be where everybody else is. I'm sorry, Simba, for cutting you off again. I'm gonna be quiet until you're done talking.
No, you're good, man. I think he just looks better. I think the strength made a big difference. I think he's taking contact well. Last year, like he would kind of shy away from it at point. Try to be like he tried to do a lot of soft touch on the glass and stuff. But this year he's going to the rim. He's doing it from back. He's not taking. I think he's taking smarter threes this year. So that's definitely helping him out. But like overall, I think he looks better. Another thing is he's not. I think last game it was pretty bad, but like his turnovers have drastically improved. So I'm sure there's a lot of times where Royal is not sitting there just screaming at Tyler anymore because of the turnovers. Like he used to do that jump pass, like at the last second, and it was just horrible.
He
but now
does it.
he just looks, but a little less. But he does less, man.
He's just stronger.
He knows he knows where he's going with the basketball.
Exactly. He's picking a guy. He's picking a guy before he jumps in the air. I think that's maybe like the difference. Before he was just going into it, But I think he looks good, man. I think that's what makes it better. Plus, he's a dad. When you're a dad, you get a little bit of superpowers.
I can tell you for a fact that is not true. Thank you, Abel Shaw. You spend more money on a regular basis. Thank you, Abel Shaw, for the $199. Don't know. He said nickname Tyler T-Rex Arm Hero. Slander goes on. I like you, Abel Shaw, except for when you compare me to Michael Christian. Kendall, why is Tyler Herro better this year?
I think he's better because I don't know who it was, whoever his personal development coach, like a personal trainer on the side, but they did some workouts this offseason within that mid-range. And like once he gets ran off that 3-point line, or even if he wants to go to the mid-range, like they did some awesome work because like Simba said, yes, the strength is there, but it's just there's this patience that you just see, like, and a smoothness to his game. He doesn't look as frantic as he used to. And also, like, the game has gotten a little bit easier. Obviously, adding Kyle, like, he just knows – he's learned the system better, of course. So when it comes to making extra passes, that's coming more smoothly for him as well. And then just his pace. I think his pace is really being a big difference at this point because he's getting to the rim. And now he's actually finishing looking smoother when he goes to the rim. And that's what I really think it is. It's a credit to his offseason workout. I have also been one of those people who've been hard on Tyler and, just because I wanted patience with him. But he's showing out right now, so credit to that man. But his ass can always still go. I'm too dug in.
Of course it can.
Yeah, he just yeah. But so I had to stay true to my guns. But shout out to him for working and doing his thing. And
now we're gonna get to that in a quick second about he can go. Threat. I can't help myself. Threat. Why is Tyler Herro better this year?
They took the training wheels off the bike, man, and he's on full go mode. Like Kendall was saying earlier, the point I was gonna make too. He is dominating that mid-range spot. That is his spot. The mid-range is him. He's shooting the second best in the league right now. It's probably not sustainable, but he's shooting at 60% from the mid-range. I mean, he is becoming an assassin, 3-level scorer. And I say this every single episode. He's a 3-level scorer this year. 40% from 3. We got to put some respect on that. But I do feel like it's the mid-range game. He's getting to his spots. He learned where his spots are on the court. And when he can't get to the 3, he gets to the mid-range. When they're running him off the kind of mid-range, he's getting that floater. He's getting that contact in the paint. I mean, it's everywhere on the floor right now, and he knows his spots. And he's playing at a quick pace, too. It's quick, but it's a lot smoother than it was last year. It's just he's so much more comfortable, man. You can see the swagger running off him. Swagger just dripping off that boy, man. Come on.
Listen, bro, I'm going to tell y'all something. See, when I try and get off of my Tyler Herro hill, this is how y'all put me back on. Lillard is a name that I just seen in the same sentence.
You don't have any self-control.
Curry is a name that I'm seeing in the same sentence as Tyler Herro. These are comments back to back, Allana. This is not me not having
so disrespectful.
This is what these people are saying.
You're in control of your own emotions, and look what's happening.
My boy said, put him in the conversation, and he's backing up that talk. Y'all seen the graph? Y'all seen the Luka?
Wait a minute. Okay, but wait a minute about that fucking graph. Let's be real. He said 3 names. That graph had 2 of those 3 names. Why didn't that graph have that third name on there? Because
Ja
that third name, that guy is balling, playing his motherfucking ass off, and Tyler Herro ain't on that level. So it's like, bro, he's awesome, but he's not on that level, bro. Like what Charles Barkley was saying, he was wild and saying he was playing scrubs. But the point is, you not seeing that on a night-to-night basis. They ain't putting you number one on the game plan, bro.
Like, listen,
so that's why it's like, that's my thing, bro.
Yeah, but listen though, like, look, Luka, a poor man Tyler. I know this might be in jest, but this is what I'm saying. Tyler Jeffrey Jordan. Imagine team.
Yeah, I'm sure all these people are super serious in these comments.
But this is
people are serious about that.
People are serious about
that trade thing.
People. This is Ethan J. Skolnick right here. Ethan brought up Manu Ginobili's name with Tyler Herro. And people are eating it up, and they keep coming at me with it, and I'm like, bro, you are
that's Ethan?
Crazy. No, that's not Ethan. It might be Ethan Cousin or something, but I'm just saying. Ethan been pushing that narrative on the 5 on the floor, bro.
Like, all white people with glasses looking like that's crazy.
KD got burned, so I know Ethan got one.
He said he outscored Ja. I think that game. That is one game.
The facts are the facts.
We put Jimmy Butler.
They presented a fact. Was it fact or was it an opinion? He presented a fact. You can't deny it.
I mean, what fact did he present?
That, you know what I'm saying, Tyler had a better game than Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all he said.
That's a fact without context, though.
There's a lot of context.
What? How?
The context was the
context. It's just a fact. He outscored Ja in that game. The end.
But there is context. Jimmy Butler is guarding Ja Morant. Some guy named Desmond Bain is trying to guard Tyler Herro.
But I don't think they're trying to make an overarching statement with that fact. They're just saying in that game.
That's what most of these people are doing.
That's what Twitter does. Why do you think that I don't associate myself with these clowns? This is ridiculous.
Is it Tyler Herro's fault? They don't have their own show. Fault? Is it Tyler Herro's fault that the Grizzlies don't have a Jimmy Butler on their team? It's not his fault. He cook whoever they put in front of him.
He's doing his job. Why you hurting him for it, man?
Exactly.
I'm just saying that it's not an apples to apples comparison when you're talking.
Royals reaching because
Tyler Herro doesn't have his own shoes and Ja Morant does.
You want to be mad, so now you're nitpicking and finding things to be mad about.
I'm telling you, I'm reading what they're putting in the comments. Is that not a fact?
Yeah, they're doing it to gas you,
and
and now you're about to explode.
I'm reading it. Yes, because they're talking.
It literally looks like your head's gonna pop off your body.
And this is without the poster. Like, oh my god!
Imagine when it's behind him. What a glorious!
He seemed pretty composed to me. Like I'm pretty composed
now. Thank you. I'm not off. I'm not off. I'm in perfectly control. I'm in control of all of my faculties.
Why are your eyes bugging out of your skull?
Because they are comparing Tyler Herro to Manu Ginobili, Luka Doncic, and now Ja Morant. And y'all talk about, oh, he scored more points than Ja Morant.
No one was comparing.
But he did.
He did. He had a better game. Bro, you can read words. Come on.
I know I can read. And I'm telling y'all what I'm reading. And y'all are telling me why I'm crazy for reading what I'm reading. It's outrageous to me. Let's talk about this. So since y'all want to blow Tyler Herro today, let's talk about how we could trade him. Before the season, Ethan said that there was a 75% chance that Tyler Herro would be traded. These are facts. Y'all want to talk about facts? These are facts. Ethan said that shit. He said it. Now we all realize that it might be a little bit less, but context don't matter. That's what we say. We talk about facts. Context don't fucking matter. Is there anything that you would trade Tyler Herro for right now?
Absolutely.
Allana?
I'll trade Tyler for you. You go play. He can come host this. There's my answer. Straight up.
I guarantee you I won't take transition threes.
That's okay.
I don't think
it'll be a new look. New look heat.
I won't. I'd be worse than Kenny Apollo.
Yeah.
Way worse. Way worse. I'd be the worst person on the roster. But yeah, Tyler Herro can't host this show because he wouldn't deal with all of y'all.
Oh, he'd deal with me.
Stop it. It's too many other people on this show aside from you that he wouldn't deal with.
Just self-censored as hell. That Leo coming out.
Exactly. Somebody thought it was a royal cope.
He's actually an Aquarius, fun fact.
No, but I legitimately want you to ask you the question. Is there anything that you would trade Tyler Herro for?
Oh, is that for who? Who is that for?
One for one or in a package?
I'm sorry?
Is this one for one or in a trade package?
It just
if we needed if we needed an extra person in a trade package for a superstar, like I don't know, Bradley Beal, if we're gonna go down this road again, sure. But otherwise, like it would have to be. I don't think I would do 1-for-1, and it would have to be a huge get for me to move him.
You are Royal Shepherd in Miami Heat Source Destination? Yes, I am. I'm Royal A. Shepherd in the Miami Heat Source Destination Facebook group. It's my favorite group on Facebook. But yes, I am. That is me. Talking movies. Thank you for the $5 dono. He said Tyler will easily average 20.
I mean, I was on the right track with Bill then.
This motherfucker said Tyler Herro will average 28 points per game.
He gave us $5. Nod and say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For me. Congratulations. God, I hate these people. Simba, would you trade Tyler Herro for anything?
I mean, it has to be a huge get. I think that's the only way I would do it. Like, and it has to be like a big name. So probably not a 1-for-1 trade because probably not going to make sense. So yeah, but at the same, like, I don't know if we need to, like, shit. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to, but I'm just asking just a hypothetical situation. Are there any players specifically? I asked that to Threat and Kendal. Are there any specific players that you would be happy to give up Tyler Herro for after I read this $4.99 dono from Christian Cardus? He said, Royal trading him for packaging peanuts just so he don't got to put on that Zodiac Killer Tyler Herro jersey every 5 seconds. You listen,
There's
bro.
no stipulation that if he's not on the team, you don't have to wear the jersey all season. Yeah. Did you add that in a little asterisk stipulation?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. So
the stipulation is that I have to wear it every time we talk about Tyler Herro. If Tyler Herro's not on the Miami Heat.
I'm pretty sure it was every post game.
Yeah, you said every post game.
That's that way Euro step.
No, that's
you saw me, Kendal.
Nah, you're just lying now.
That's that.
Hey, listen, there is video evidence. There's video evidence of me saying that every time we talk about Tyler Herro, I will put on that jersey. If Tyler Herro ain't on this roster,
that's good. So I'll jump into the comments and talk about Tyler Herro and his new team. Perfect. I don't
have to bring up your comment at all, and I'm the host. I can dictate wherever the conversation goes.
A bitch got producer power. Backstage I go.
That is true. But I will also do this same shit to your ass. I'm out of there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Double tap X, or if you use the stick on 2K, then you put it down in the way diagonally away from the rim. Euro! I'm out of there. Shout out to my boy Threat.
Did I give you lessons the other day?
No, I'm an expert. Me and Threat have never talked about the controllers of 2K.
Threat, I keep losing. I'll be out.
Never. Kendal, anybody in particular that you would put Tyler Herro in the package for?
Yeah, superstar. Like me, I'm different than a lot of people when it comes to being a Heat fan. I don't cuff any players. Everybody can go for the right price. Like your ass can get shipped one-way package. What city you going to? Who knows? That's for Andy Ellisberg in the front office to figure out. But you can get your ass shipped off if I feel like it's gonna make us better. And
if you feel like it,
if I feel like it, bro, trust me.
It's Kendall's
I'm the dumb guy. I see.
Happy to live in it.
Oh
bro,
my God.
I see it. I can build a team, bro. Like,
you got the
me.
vision
He's
now.
like, Pat, it's time to go.
Bro, trust me. Y'all just.
I believe in you, Kane. I believe in you, Kane.
Hey, bro, if you see my dynasty squad in fantasy football, y'all would be like, this boy know how to build a team. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And we got somebody who can vouch.
I bangs with it. So Abel Shaw, thank you for the $1.99. Don't know. He said, I heard disclaimer. I got you. I appreciate you, bro, for being the one true, honest person on this thing. And
all right, so liars all over the place then.
Are you calling me a liar a lot of times?
Damn straight I am.
I'm not calling you a truther.
You guys are outrageous, assaulting my character like that. But I will lie to your fucking face if I have to.
I know.
We heard what you would do for money, so like, hell yeah.
Hey, now, simple. Let's not talk about my night job now. Threat. Is there any players? That you would trade Tyler Herro for?
Just like the cast said, man, a superstar, and I'm gonna go a step further and say that superstar. This might be controversial. I don't care. Brandon Ingram. I would definitely swap. Just the length, the athleticism he brings to the team. I would definitely trade him. He's averaging 27 this year, 7 and I think 5 too. He's a dog. He's in the wrong system. He's disgruntled. We could get him out of there. Just saying. But instead of talking about trading for Tyler, we need to talk about shipping Duncan ass. That's what we need to be talking about. Not no damn Tyler, but Duncan.
Because I want to ask you guys, if I can, Roy, my brother, if I could just pose a question. Well, I know where my man Threat is at. If you guys could ship Duncan and KZ Okpala to the Sacramento Kings and however it works for Harrison Barnes, would you do it? Because I definitely fucking would.
When you ask the question, you have to tell us who's supposed to answer it. You go around.
Oh, Allana first, because Allana, we got our beef. Yeah, you have to answer the question either yes or no, and then explain.
You finna learn. You finna learn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't do that here.
You finna learn a fast lesson, bro.
Yeah, I don't do that here. That's a really good hypothetical.
Because you're getting a player who can close, just a two-way player, an athletic, guy who could put the ball down, defend multiple positions.
A guy who
doesn't bring us the spacing. He doesn't bring us the spacing, but
I don't know. I think I'm going no.
So it's just my question that you don't fucking answer.
Yeah.
Got it.
It can't be a race thing, so I leave the way.
I can't.
It can. It's a space race. She's staying with Leo's. She's staying with her Leo.
No, but he's a Cap. I mess with Cap.
I don't know about none of that. You are a Leo. That's what you be repping.
And I was like, I don't give a shit about stars.
Okay. Oh no, wait. You still hosting, Kendall?
Boy, would you do that deal?
Yes.
Simba.
Yes.
Would I do the deal?
Remember Simba? Yeah, would you do the deal? Duncan sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter of playoff games in the final 5 minutes.
Would I do the deal? I'm going to go no. And my reason is I think Eric Spoelstra is going to have a tough time planning without Duncan Robinson because that's how he kind of fits his whole game into it. And I don't think he's going to adjust well to that. I think Eric Spoelstra loves Duncan, so you got to give the coach what he wants.
Okay, so you think the best coach? Where do you put Spoelstra on the pecking order of coaches?
Top 5, easily.
Top 5. So you think a top 5 coach couldn't do more with a better player?
I think he can. But he's stubborn and he likes what he likes. So I think we see it. Like the guy wants Duncan out there. It doesn't matter how bad of a game he's having. I mean, he wants him out there. Even if he's not shooting well, even if he's about to foul out, he wants him out there. So that tells me that's Eric Spoelstra's guy right there. Like you don't just take that away from the coach. Like especially if we're 1 seed at that time, you're just gonna trade him away. No, I don't think you do that.
But my thing is, it makes the team better, bro.
But if you're the 1 seed, why would you change anything? Like that doesn't make sense. Like there has to be context to it. Like because
1 seeds get beat in the playoffs too.
Yeah, I've seen a 1 seed Dallas team win 60-something games lose to the We Believe Warriors, bro. Just because of what you are, it doesn't mean you should stand pat and not make your team better.
100%, but that's not adding a guy or trading a bench guy. That's a focal point of this team. You can't just do that if you're the 1 seed.
I agree with Simba here. I feel like you don't make that trade unless we fall into a slump or unless we struggle. So yeah, I would trade Duncan for Barnes, but right now I don't see the point in doing that. You know what I'm saying? We flood the buyout market when that point in time comes, but just trading Duncan right now and we're winning, even though I feel like he's struggling, he hasn't really made leaps in his game as far as his peers have. I just feel like you don't make that move right now when you're winning. You just don't.
I'm packing that boy ass up.
They are very scared to trade Duncan Robinson. That's all I hear. Coming from y'all, that's all I hear is that we're too timid to take a chance.
You know how
I
That's
know what
me,
you're saying.
It's
timid.
not a scared thing. It's just that why would you change anything if you're the one? Like, why would you change like the focal point of your offense
you can't make,
if you're in the one
he's
seed?
not the
That makes no
focal point this
sense.
year, in
Because
my
you're
opinion.
you're winning games right now without him being the focal
spite
point
of
of your
him.
offense, and
No,
Harrison
he's
Barnes is a
still
better player.
important, even though he's not scoring.
Sure,
He's still
we're not
super important.
we're not questioning his importance,
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
not
like saying
questioning
that Harrison Barnes doesn't add any sort of value in as a replacement for Duncan Robinson. There's value there. Harrison Barnes is better.
But you're changing
Harrison
the whole
Barnes-
scheme. You're
You're
changing the whole
You're
scheme.
not really changing the whole
I don't
scheme.
think
Yeah,
Not
you
this
are. Then you have
Not
to
for
learn
this
that
team.
chemistry
Not
with the
this
new
year.
guy.
It's a catch and
No,
shoot guy.
Yeah, right now, how is Duncan Robinson being?
But they're not gonna play. They're not gonna play Harrison Barnes the same way they play Duncan Robinson.
because they can't, because Harrison Barnes can dribble.
Right, so that changes
can't
the
play-
entire schematic. Like,
Right, but that
Right.
doesn't mean that just because it changes doesn't mean that it's worse.
no, I don't think it's gonna be worse. I just don't think we should change it.
I don't think you're. It makes zero sense to be a one seed and be like, all right, let's change our starter. Like it makes no sense.
My guy, like my guy Adam Baraj just said, complacency will lose you a playoff series.
It will.
That's what it will. And I just think like you just can't stick to the script like all the time just because it's working. Like not if you have an opportunity to get better.
Yeah,
Like and
I
that
think
would
that's
make
what
us
it's more about.
drastically better. And if
It'll make
PJ,
us
imagine
better.
if you could just bring PJ Tucker off the bench. Just imagine. I think he would still start, but like you can strengthen our team. You can play guys less minutes. Jimmy will have less offensive responsibility. Like it's just it would make everyone around, like on the team, on the roster, better.
I think Strus would have to step up like pretty big in order for that to happen. Like that's the only way I think.
I think you guys are too worried about us trying to replace Duncan Robinson or replicate Duncan Robinson's skill set when in actuality getting Harrison Barnes makes us a completely different type of team.
I just don't think you. I don't like.
It.
Name me a team that's been in like first place when trade deadline comes, and then they switch out one of their starters. Like name me somebody that does that.
That's the argument.
When does that happen?
The Raptors did it, didn't it?
I don't
With
remember.
Gasol and Valanciunas.
Maybe.
Where they will.
I don't know.
Bring me facts. Don't say maybes.
No, I know that the Raptors traded Valanciunas straight up for Gasol. I don't remember what year it was, but it definitely
Ricky J. Mark, the Indiana Pacers in 2014.
He's an encyclopedia, so
If Ricky said it, then I'm going with that. Like,
okay, and did they win? Did they win in 2014?
But it's not about that, Simba. All I'm saying, I think the argument is being taken like in many different directions. When in actuality, it's just saying if you have an opportunity to make your team better, which Harrison Barnes would make this team better because he's a better 1-for-1 player than Duncan Robinson, then you do that whether or not you're the one seed or not, because like the one seed doesn't mean that you're better equipped for the playoffs. Like you just go ahead.
I was just gonna say I just don't feel like this is the year right now to trade Duncan. I joke a lot about it, but if we're winning like this, if we're the one seed, I just feel like this is not the year. I think this is a next year conversation. We talk about trading Duncan Robinson.
But my thing is, bro, why is it not the year? If the thing is to maximize Jimmy's years and his window here, why is that? Why wouldn't you do it, bro? It's like
why are we pushing it down the line?
Why are you pushing
it's just it's so tough. You take a big risk doing it. I know theoretically, yes, so, you're getting a better player, but you're literally destroying chemistry. Like the way that team play, like it's not as simple as a video game. Like
it's one player. I don't think
exactly.
It's not a video game thing. I don't think you're destroying chemistry by.
I think you are.
The guy's been a starter on this team. How long? Like 3 years already. Like playing with Jimmy. Like how?
Okay, and you know his limitations as a player, bro. Like you're not destroying. You're taking a chance to do more than what you have already done.
I'll say it. On paper, yes, you get better. Like, but is it gonna make 100% sense? Probably not. Like, you know, you take a risk with it. You're gonna take a risk with it. It's not as
every
easy
trade
as
is a risk.
That's what every trade is a risk, though.
Like, look at what the Bucks did with Drew Holiday.
That's a big risk. That's a little bit of a bigger risk, though. That's
exactly. It's a big ass risk, and they cashed in, bro. You have to take chances in sports, bro. Like, if you really want to become great, win championships, you have to take chances. You have to make sacrifices, like all the time. And that's one I think that will be.
I'm not arguing that. You're 100% right. I'm just saying that might not be the best way to go about it. That might not be the best way to go about it.
Sure. I don't think we were trying to argue if that was the best move to make. It was just a hypothetical situation that was thrown out. Like, if you would do it, if a better player became available, like, would you make that move? But we have already gone over time, so let's pay some of these bills so that we can get up out of here. Kendall, pay Vertigear. You on mute like a bitch.
What the fuck?
Listen, my bad, y'all. Listen up, everybody. If you a gamer like my boy Threat, you be busting people ass on 2K, watching people supposed to be your teammates blow fucking plays to get the game winners and the open court, and you sitting on your ass and you need to be comfortable, whether you're working or whatever. You need to get yourself a Vertigear chair. What is a Vertigear chair? I'm not too familiar, but I should have one soon. But a Vertigear chair is a patented slide-in hardware, allows a quick and easy one-person assembly. You know what I'm saying? It also comes with surface layer, premium, high-resistant foam respondent. The wheels are smooth. If you live in an apartment and you have people living underneath you, second floor, third floor, you can slide and glide like Michael Jackson in the 80s when he moonwalked, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't going to be no noise. You ain't finna disturb nobody. The link is in the description down below. Go get yourself a Vertigear chair, and then I'm going to need a little assist here, my brother. How much do they save? 20%
They don't save one goddamn thing.
You don't save a damn thing. So check in with Vertigear. Yeah, it's gonna be comfortable though. So pay that tab, get yourself a Vertigear chair, and feel good, look good while you're working good.
You get that Vertigear, bro. It's solely so that you can sit comfortably, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, Allana, we always have you pay Manscaped. I'm gonna give you a break right now. Threat, you play Manscaped.
Hey man, if you want to look as good as me. You know what I'm saying? On the face, down below, it don't matter where. If you want to look as good as me, you know what I'm saying? You got to tap in with Manscaped. They got a beautifully designed glass bottle, makes a statement, a manly scent. It's attractive to set the mood. You know what I'm saying? I know all about setting the mood. I'm just that guy. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? I'm just that guy. You can get 20% free shipping with the code 5RSN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with the free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code 5RSN. Look good, smell good, feel good. You know what I'm saying? You could be me for a day. That's all it is. You could be me for a day. Get you some Manscaped, man.
We are trying to sell Manscaped out here. Right? You don't. I think you want to look like me. That is a terrible start to that conversation right there, bro.
Holy cow! But did we think it was gonna go any other way? Like, for real? Like,
this is what happens when you deviate from me doing that, Admiral. You've learned your lesson, I think.
I feel like that was a great ass ad.
Of course you do. Simba, you pretend to be Threat. Threat, who's the best member of the Clutch Corner?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, if you asking me that question, I gotta say me, right? Like, I gotta say me.
Hey,
that's crazy.
Bro, that's the best. That's the best one. So I feel like not buying Manscaped.
That's crazy.
Please tell these folks about Underdog Fantasy.
Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports. All right, guys. There's no trading. There's no waiver wires or anything. All you do is pick your team and you let the app do the rest. It's going to pick the best players no matter what the score is, and it's going to use that for that week. So download Underdog app, use the code 5RSN, and right now they're matching 100% deposits up to $100. So go ahead and play that. They even got player picks, so you can do the over-unders and stuff. It's a great way to make money. So join Underdog app and use the code 5RSN.
Thank you, Christian Carter's, for the $199 dono. He said this man did the Lightning McQueen Rusty's promo. Allana, if people want to get involved with the Clutch Corner, how can they do so?
DM Royal, of course. DM him anyway if you don't want to get involved, just to talk to him. Royal has so much free time and he loves to talk.
About
so
Tyler
y'all are bored, just DM Royal.
You get your ass blocked. You keep DMing me.
I mean,
DM him all your favorite Tyler Herro quotes, all the favorite.
Send him photos of Tyler Herro, videos.
Yeah, like all your photo creations. Like, do it. Like, to see it.
Ricky told me he gonna DM me now. So that's gonna wrap us up. We went 10 minutes over for y'all. Be appreciative. Thank you for your money. And again, thank you guys in the comments as always. Joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to the First Lady of 5 Reasons Sports, Allana Howard, the man who causes chaos every time he gets on here, Simba Perdomo, and 2 of the melanated kings on this network, my guy Kendal Smith and the man Threat. We appreciate y'all. We will see y'all next week on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all check out Feel the Heat tomorrow at noon. It'll be a video on there. Check out the post-game show. For those of you who are asking about Adam Barai has been busy with law school. He will be on the post-game show tomorrow. So if you're looking for Adam, then he'll be there tomorrow to talk some Heat basketball. Look out for that. Follow all the stuff. Like this video. Subscribe. I don't think we hit our goal. Did we hit the $300 goal?
Yeah, we did.
We hit the 300 like goal.
Yeah, we did.
Lying, bro. I don't believe you, bro. I'm going to look for myself.
We did.
Anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for the night. Play the video, Allana. Again.
No, stop asking me to do things that I don't have pulled up.
You play the video, Allana.
Play a video. Play a video. Oh, you want me to play a video? All right. Here we
No, I want Allana to play the video.
I don't know where any of this shit is.
Okay.
Sign me now. That's a good video to play, Simba.
Where's this video? Is it my movie? I don't want to play the wrong video. You don't have like any like X-rated.
First of all, that was when Ethan came on the clutch corner. We did the face swap with him on Clint Eastwood, bro, because it fits so perfect. There is no right video. There is no right video, bro. You play a video and then end the stream.
Hold on. Let me pick one more. Where's the clutch one?
What clutch one?
The intro. We can't play that?
That's the second video on the thing. I moved it up to the top. You can play.
Yeah, but you see, that's the problem. Here we go.
We gonna let the band deal with this.
Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by 1. Adebayo flipping it up and in. Tyler Herro from way downtown. Fantastic play for the first-time All-Star. Herro for 3. Yes!
This guy.
That's a tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
Led the league in blocks last year, 4th this year, and there's nobody blocking that.